Okay, hi there. So, I looked into my GOG version of Morrowind that I use for OpenMW, and while trying to update some mods, realized I had mods that were outdated, you know, mod fixes for other mods that had been broken by updates to the original mod, all kinds of jank and mess. So I decided to do a clean reinstall. So on my right here, I've got a fresh version of Morrowind, not touched. On my left, I have a giant pile of mods that I would normally use, a few I'm not familiar with. Uh, I'm an old weirdo, so I'm going to do it manually, even though that's not the way anyone should be doing it in this era. And let's see how it goes. There'll probably be minimal talking. I'm going to run some Elder Scrolls music. Wish me luck. Turn the volume on this down just a hair. Hmm. Okay. So that essentially, maybe I will talk about some of these. That combines all of the Bethesda official mods that come with the game into one package. So that's one ESM file you need as opposed to 5 or 6. No arrow weight, self-explanatory. That's a player house. That's an option to buy houses in the cities. Oh, don't boot that. Fuck. Has sound files for idle dialogue that are in the files but not used. I've always enjoyed that. Oblivion has a similar mod. I don't know if I'm going to activate that, but I want it as an option. I might do it. Same thing. This is another thing I tend not to use, but I want it just in case. It lets you click on signposts for fast travel. Obviously, there are ways to get around that's probably not necessary. This is another kind of idle voice dialogues. Get rid of that. Better bodies, not the sensual one, thank God. Okay, slightly higher res dialogue font. These are higher res renders of the videos. This is another one of these cheat things I may end up not putting on, but I like it as an option occasionally. Increase your encumbrance. Same with the slight magic or regen, so I'm not constantly waiting. I don't always play with these things on, but I like the option. Global map markers gives you a lot more map locations on dungeons and places that don't always have them. That actually includes Tamriel Rebuilt, which is really cool. Okay, let's do a couple other easy ones. Okay, actually, yeah, okay. I've got a different one for the main menu, but I do want more loading screens. I think that's good. Delete that. I have a bunch of different loading screen mods. Variety never hurt that. Patch for purists. If you've never looked into Tamriel Rebuilt, I cannot recommend it enough. Like, I'm not a super Morrowind fan, but just the sheer amount of land and content it adds is impeccable. It's some really high-end shit. I'll be candid, I've actually never played Morrowind to completion. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to get this set up. So, I mean, in all honesty, I'll probably not even visit, the Tamriel Rebuilt lands, because I need to, like, finish a full vanilla playthrough. I've only played through about 60-70% of the main quest. I pretty much ran the Mages Guild to completion once. And I mean, I may have gotten further on the original Xbox version, but I was a kid then and I don't recall. It's more focused chasing Halo. Multiplayer. Okay, that's the data. That's the main folder. One of the main reasons I have to do this is I realized I had old versions of Tamriel Rebuilt. I had old fixes for it that were obsolete. Stuff was acting haywire when I explored that landscape a little bit. Okay, I'll put factions in. Fire Moth. Okay, so that finishes that folder. Some more splash screens. Ooh. Okay, maybe they're just higher res renders. Since they have the same names. Okay, these are Tamriel Rebuilt assets that have been removed that other mods use. Hopefully this shouldn't overwrite anything if I read about it correctly. Hmm. But as they updated, they took some of these assets out, and then that breaks other mods that use the same data repository. Okay, these will probably overlap with what I just put on. Yep. Jeremy Soul's such a G. Such good fucking music. Okay, that's I think it's more of an island than a full Skyrim, but I've never gotten to that landscape. I probably won't use the grass there, but just in case I change my mind, so I have it in there, not maybe activate the ESP. ESM. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to read about how you do scripts in OpenMW. I actually do not know offhand, so I'll save that. That'll allow me to place items on walls and on the floor in a linear fashion for decorating. Okay, this one gives variety to the guards. Oh shit, okay. Ooh, I thought I was out of the data folder for a second there. I saw those images and I got worried. Okay, I already did that. Gotta keep cleaning these out as I finish so I have less to look at. So far as I understand it, Open Morrowind has a thing where it doesn't render the water distance there. You can essentially see a line out in the water where the world ends. I believe that'll fix that. And I'm going to be using that Solstheim mod. Well, probably. I guess I probably shouldn't. I've also not done that DLC. Oh, I hate when mods have this many fucking folders. Okay, so let's just go up the list. This is a sound mod that is pretty well received, as far as I understand it. An updated version by a fan. Okay, so that's the main folder. That's the expansion for it. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. That's a scary folder. Okay, now comes the part I'm genuinely more worried about. Okay, it looks like Morrowind optimization wants the... Where are you hiding? Graphic herbalism, there it is. Damn. Okay, let's go ahead and do these. As far as I understand it, this fixes a lot of messed up meshes that make the game render worse and run worse. Okay, graphic herbalism fix. Okay, we're getting there. Upscaled textures. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the concept of taking the original textures, running them through an upscale machine, making sure they came out right and similar to the old ones. I think that's the future of preserving old games, to be candid. I mean, it's funny, like right back here, I've got my Half-Life folder of someone who did that for that game. It looks, the ability to make it look high resolution while keeping the original assets intact is like good shit. I much prefer that than some fan texture pack that's messy and changes the intention of the art. I don't know if that'll overwrite. I need to do some reading on that particular one. Been doing that one-handed and holding my coffee. I needed my hand for a second. Okay, this is another landmass thing that I will probably never ever see with my own damn eyes. Come on, overwrite the floor tiles. Okay, there we go. The Tamriel rebuilt height maps. Height maps for the normal game. Okay, normal maps for the normal game. That'll essentially give the textures bump mapping and, you know, a bit more of a 3D effect. I was real happy someone just made an all-in-one. Before, it seemed like you had to download 40 different disparate packs and try to combine them all, and it was too much for me to want to mess with, despite having some idea of what I'm doing. Okay, normal maps and height maps are done. Delete them. That makes the shrines tell you what they do, which is great for someone like me who is not a master at this game. I don't want to have to Google every time I stop by somewhere, you know? Okay, this is a data repository? Oh, God. That's used in some mods, but I mean... Please don't overwrite anything important. Okay, good. That scared me. I've not messed with this one. This is a slightly higher res version of it, and then I've got a super high res version of it. Yep, that'll replace its own files. Okay, then this is the very upscaled. There's something I won't try on an initial playthrough, but essentially there are mods that will take things from this mod and put them into the main world as far as like NPC items and clothes, just so there's more variety. But I gotta get more familiar with the normal game before I jump onto that ship. I can get rid of all these OAABs. Oh. Put this elsewhere. This is a version of OpenMW that has smooth animations, but I need to fiddle with that on its own. I've played with it briefly before. It does work, which is real cool. Okay, I read about a compatibility thing with this mod and I took a screenshot of it. Hold on. That's not it. Okay, textures. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna try to overwrite this and pray it doesn't. Okay, that looked like the same structure. That'll make the glow on magic items be a lot less obnoxious, or I think even maybe completely remove it, which is good. I don't care for that in Oblivion either. Okay. Okay, I think this is a good time. I'm not sure if I want to fiddle with Project Atlas. I thought that was a script extender mod. I might stick that in my old version of Morrowind. Because that's actually really neat. It basically just like gives a lot more information in those tips when you scroll over an item, the lore, and also like item data. Okay, this is another thing I may not use, but it is essentially that entire ground cover grass mod reconfigured to work with OpenMW. These are some saves my buddy made me. So I could test out some of these mods if I needed to get past Satanine quickly. God bless him. Okay. Face mod. That just gives more variety to the faces, and since it doesn't seem to overwrite any textures, I'm going to try it out. Actually, maybe I won't. I think it did need this. You know, maybe I will try this on a second playthrough. Those actually look pretty fucking good, huh? You know, I'm just going to stick it right there. Okay. I love Oblivion music. So I've been playing Oblivion, but actually I've got to a point where I think my save is just like starting to crash in on itself. I'm getting crashes in places I haven't for 100+ hours. So that's depressing, but that's Bethesda for you. You fix their games and they start running worse over time. Okay. Now let's get into our fresh install of OpenMorrowind. Existing installation, GOG. All the imports, finish. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, damn, did I really forget to install shit? But no, it's just noticing that it's not flagged and that it must be flagged to use the second mod. Whew. Okay, let's just try this one. Yeah, I'm not sure if those overlap. I'll have to read again. Okay, official mods version 5. That's the one that combines them all. Patch, quest voice greetings. Okay, I do not have Solstheim installed yet. Distant seafloor. House. Nope. Okay, I kept all these settings. That's good though. I didn't want to mess with them again. Okay, last thing I need to read about is something to make the normal maps work. I took a screenshot of that too. Hold on. Tamriel rebuilt height maps. Open Morrowind settings.cfg. Uh-oh. Maybe that's in documents, eh? OpenMW settings.cfg? No. Shaders. These all the default auto-use terrain normal maps. Okay, it's already on. Okay, and then now we're gonna sort it with loot. Actually, let's show this. So this is I have an old version that has that graphic overhaul, but I mean, that thing is so messy. I've had to use several mods to clean it up. And I mean, it still crashes occasionally. That's why I think most people have switched to Open Morrowind, even though it lacks that script extender. It's just the better option. I've never had it crash to this day. Is it not reading all those as on? Okay, let's boot it and then back out and try loot again. I think I'm gonna mess something up there. Nice, my loading screens took. Looks like it's loading all the mods I activated. I'll just need to sort them. It overwrote my high res. Okay, let's reload loot. I'm not seeing any outright errors. It warned me that the grass is kind of messy, but if that's a problem, I can get rid of it. It's not a big hassle. Okay, back to the launcher. All selected. All my archive files are active. That's a beautiful loading screen. Look at that. It's so weird that it doesn't show. Well, I guess it's good it told me that up front. God damn it. Okay. Let me just go ahead and turn that off for now. Easy enough. The other thing I meant to do and didn't is I actually do want to fix up the HUD with a HUD mod. Downloads, Morrowind rebuild, HUD. Is it not just a text file? Okay, let's make a backup since it said to. Actually, OpenMW resources backup. Copy. It's been so many years since I've installed some of these things, I genuinely forget. Okay, let me also re-add this to my taskbar in its normal place before Oblivion. It's funny, every time I'm downloading too many load screen mods, but then I'm never regret it when I do it. There's so many good ones.
Let's hear it.
Keep moving.
Okay, let me turn off all the shadows since I'm recording on this ancient piece of technology. If you have a good computer, you should be using those, though. They're incredible. I don't get much stuttering with them when I'm not recording, but I mean, anytime I use OBS on top of a game that's pushing it.
You're on your honor. Don't press your luck.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Nice. High-res video.
Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name? Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me.
You better do what they say.
Let's knock that down to, how about 3-ish?
Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
Wow, I don't know if I've played this with headphones. With that default soundscape thing in Open Morrowind's normal code, he was actually in my left ear. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, it seems simple, but a lot of games did spit things out of both audio channels kind of haphazardly.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and it'll show you to the census office.
So yeah, I'm going to have to mess with some things to get my frame rate better, especially if I want to record. But there you go. And just a little bit here, set up a whole ass modded version. I'm assuming the grass is not going to be helpful. That'll probably be the first thing that goes. Let's turn this off for now, too. Helps a little bit. Yeah, it's the grass. I've never had the dock lag that bad.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where.
Wow.
I'd say welcome home, but from your accent I can tell you weren't born here. Well, you'll meet the natives soon enough.
Wow. That's dialogue I've never heard. That's kind of cool. Okay, I gotta turn the grass off soon as I can save after character creation.
Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
Damn, there's a whole lot more fucking classes, too. I might have to turn that off for now. That's fucking cool, though. I appreciate that.
Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be? So you were born during the month of Rain's Hand, when Magica was first used by men.
Wow.
Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct.
Unique dialogue about the default signs you can pick? That's so cool.
Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee. God's not the limeware. That's our best limeware.
Oh, what won't let me take it? I hate when they
Continue
do
through to
that.
the next building and talk to Celisgravius.
Todd put that there for me to sell for easy gold, right?
Your papers, please.
I want you to look this way.
Grab him.
Oh yeah, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Yep, I know. Don't do crimes.
The Empire is everywhere, isn't it, Dunmer?
My key now, fella. So honestly, I may end up turning off the faces mod I use just because there is a little more variety, but I actually just think the normal ones upscaled look really good. I'm digging the way that armor looks upscaled.
Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day.
Wow, does everyone have more fucking dialogue?
What's this about?
Okay, let me turn off that grass. What I named this guy? 2024 test, whatever. Okay, let me try turning off that grass. Probably one of those mods I gotta suck it up and get an update computer, better computer to deal with. Vert's ground cover. Okay, leave everything else.
Thanks
Anytime
again
now.
for returning my family ring.
You're welcome. Okay, that's much better. Jesus, the sound effects mod is going a little hard. That's better. Yep, okay, I'm gonna have to mess with some things. I'm really curious how my frame rate will be when I'm not recording. Drugs. Keeping a lot of drugs in the Imperial warehouse. Okay, at least that's a weapon. Let's go see how bad Balmora runs.
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
And then I'll leave a note in my description after I frame rate test this some. finish adding the last handful of mods.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Lalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you?
Oh yeah. Gonna have to do some tweaking. It looks damn good, but I'm definitely gonna have to fiddle with getting the frame rate up. God, I may turn that sound effects mod off. That's a little more obnoxious than the Oblivion one. What's up, skooma dude?
Just an old man with a skooma problem. What do you want?
Thank you for watching.